To the War for 2007 in a brand new time slot here on Wednesday nights.
Yes, the new improved time slot. It feels a bit different, doesn't it?
It does.
Feels like we have at least 3 whole new viewers watching us this year.
We do, in fact. They're over there. They're the ABC's bias police. G'day, guys.
Great to have them along this year, isn't it?
And we've made a few other changes, Chris. We thought we'd take a leaf out of 1 versus 100 on Channel 9. You know how they have them mobbed in different categories of people.
Oh, I love the mob on that show. So we thought we'd do that with our studio audience. So please, let's have a big hand now for the gratuitous nudists.
Please give it up too for the associates of Brian Burke.
Nothing to hide whatsoever. And keep that applause going for people who think David Hicks had a fair trial.
Not even down and turned up.
But Craig, lots to get our teeth into this coming year. It's an election year, obviously, and John Howard with a lot of work to do between now and polling day.
Yes, absolutely. According to the latest Nielsen poll, Howard trails Rudd 61% to 39%. He also trails Rudd in late-line appearances this year and is massively behind in smug, twerpy smiles.
A big blow to Howard too last weekend with the New South Wales state election results, and the Libs were pretty much trounced. And Craig, do you think, was it because of work choices, or do you think it was because the Liberal leader, Peter Debnam, pretty much spent the entire campaign wearing sluggos?
Yeah, look at him. He's a political Adonis, isn't he? You know, Keating had his Xenia suits, Debnam had his Speedos.
It must be a Liberal Party thing, I reckon, because, look, here's Ted Baillieu doing the same thing in Victoria.
I know. Well, if it is a Liberal thing, I'm really worried about the upcoming federal election.
I know, and heaven help us if there's another referendum on the Republic.
Exclusive picks. Well, look, what's so wrong with it anyway? I mean, is it really such an electoral turn-off? To find out, I decided to approach the budgie smuggler himself, Peter Debnam, at his office in Parliament House. Hello, Liberal. G'day, mate.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir, you can't come in dressed like that.
What,
it's inappropriate.
Take the hat off?
No, I'm sorry, it's inappropriate.
Inappropriate?
Yes, I'm sorry, sir.
Jeez, man, if I was the leader of the Liberal Party, you'd let me in.
And we're going to move that funding through to the front line or through to infrastructure, which is what we're talking about here today.
Mr Debnam? Mr Debnam, do you have any idea why the people of New South Wales aren't warming to you, Mr Debnam? Any idea at all why people aren't getting your messages? Oh, sorry, I'm not Peter Debnam. He's over there. You got me confused, guys. Sorry. Just because I'm wearing this doesn't mean I'm Peter Debnam. This happens everywhere I go. I'm not Peter Debnam. For God's sake. Guys, thank you. Thanks very much, everyone. It's out. What? Oh, sorry, I'm not Peter Debnam, I forget.
I've been to cities that never closed down, from New York to Rio and old London town. But no matter how far our offshore jobs go, the share price is sure to grow. Goodbye, Australia, we're moving abroad, replacing Neil Perry with a chef from Lahore. And the in-flight entertainment will be in Mandarin, more Kung Fu and less Kath and Kier. All the Qantas workers, fearful for their jobs, please head to the Centrelink lines. still call Australia. I still call Australia. I still call Australia. 51% home.
Quick question for you. Are people here aware of the Free Hugs campaign? Yeah. There's this guy who basically goes all around the world with a sign much like this, and he just gives people free hugs. And there's a big clip of it on YouTube. I think we have a little bit of an excerpt here now, and I'm sure most of you would have seen it. And believe it or not, that clip won an award only yesterday for being the most inspirational YouTube clip of all time. And I'm thinking, man, I reckon I could come up with a more inspirational clip than that. So I hit the streets this week to sort of come up with my own YouTube video, taking the Free Hugs campaign right up to a whole new level.
I don't care, no, I wouldn't dare to fix a twist in you.
I don't think so.
You
Sure.
show me eventually what you do. I don't mind, I don't care, as long as you're here. Go ahead, tell me you'll leave again. Just come back
Now, do you want soft or firm?
Firm.
1,
Unfulfilling relationship. Just offering free roots. Just sexual. Okay. Thank you. More of a hug than a room, but I'll claim it.
So welcome to our new segment, The Fix It, where we solve problems for people whether they've asked us to or not.
And the first problem we want to fix this year is us. We've got a new time slot no one knows about, and we're up against shows on commercial channels that have big ratings and, frankly, are much better.
Yes, the obvious solution is, of course, advertising, but as you may know, the only billboards we could afford were overseas, including one in India that was hand-painted. Inside Australia, though, we had to come up with somewhere to advertise for free. And look, I think I found one solution to that. It's great, because the owners don't even know you're doing it, they'll never take it off.
Not bad, mate. You fixed that one. But there's an even better way to influence public opinion, and that is cavies. They're always talking to people. So I decided to manufacture some good word of mouth for the show.
If I give you $50, will you tell every single one of your customers to watch our show?
$50. No? Please?
We work here for our money, we don't know.
Hey, this will be hard work, trust me.
You cannot recommend product to the person if you don't see the product yourself.
Yeah, sorry, mate. You got too much ethics for me. Not interested.
$50, no problem.
You do it?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Just say it's funny, right?
It's much more balanced than the Glass House.
Much more balanced than the Glass House.
Yeah, yeah.
I reckon The Chaser is just the best show on TV.
Mate, I tell you, it beats the house show.
You can get all your friends to watch it. What about your mum and your dad? You've got to get them into it too, because it's...
I think Mum likes the dirtiness.
Look, you can get over that because it's satire. It's, you know, it's just having a shot, you know. You can get her to get... She'll get over that.
It's okay, I guess. Not everyone's sort of thing.
I have been there, it's not very long.
OK, well, one of the experiences that you need to have when you're here is to watch The Chaser's War on Everything. OK, fantastic.
What else do you do with yourself? You know, do you...
Not much, mate. Not much, mate. I just watched this bloody show. I tell you, it's really great.
Just let Karen know. I'll call her a little bit later on for me.
Karen needs to know as well.
Taking a while, and yeah, no, that wasn't me. That was the cab driver. I have no idea. He's talking about some TV program.
The Chaser. You know, it's won some awards, the AFI Awards. won a couple of awards. I don't know what they are, but you've got to be good to win them, I guess. Yeah. Okay.
All right, so the next problem, Jules, and it's a pretty big one at the moment, David Hicks.
Yeah, well, there's no problem now because he's pleaded guilty.
No, I don't think he pleaded guilty. I think he pleaded anything to get me out of here.
Yeah, well, even so, the problem is that Hicks has been a PR disaster for the Americans, especially with this Bring David Home campaign.
Yes, the solution? We took a new campaign to the American ambassador.
I've got my filter through which I see things. You've got yours. And that doesn't make you a bad person. Doesn't make me one.
Ambassador, the Bring David Hicks Home campaign is gaining a lot of strength in Australia. Do you think you should have a campaign to put your position about David Hicks?
Beg your pardon?
Do you think that David Hicks' Is Home campaign, with a nice picture of Guantanamo Bay there, might help convince people of your position? Or what about something even more succinct? No? You said you were happy to answer the questions, Ambassador. You can get back to me any time in the next 5 years, Ambassador, that's fine.
Our Father who art in heaven, massively hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come before close of business today. On earth, direct import from heaven. Give us our daily bread and never to be repeated prices. Free home, deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory for a limited time only. Amen.
Good morning.
Forgive me, Father, for I have drastically sinned. An incredible range of trespasses. Mortal sins, venial sins, eternal sins. There's no act of depravity I'll turn away. How many Hail Marys should I do? Make me an offer. But you better absolve me today because my strength against temptation simply cannot last.
The main thing we learned about current affairs shows last year is that they are the very models of fair, detached journalism. And it's good to see that tradition continuing this year. Here's Today Tonight's delicate profile of some ex-Big Brother housemates.
Remember these two turkeys?
Reasonable. And Today Tonight is never more reasonable than on the subject of Mercedes Corby.
Yes, now you might remember in February, Jodie Power accused Mercedes Corby of being a bit of a druggie. Well, Today Tonight are on Jodie's side.
And the current affair are on Mercedes' side.
And to represent these two, we've chosen these cheap, dim-witted dolls.
Now, if you haven't seen her in the flesh before, of course, Mercedes Corby looks like this. Here she is. Or, of course, if you watch Today Tonight, she looks like this. Yes, there she is. No doubt that's the most flattering footage Channel 7 could find.
Yes. And that very fair slow-motion effect was used, of course, during an interview by host Anna Corrin.
This is a complete fabrication.
Anna Corrin, everyone.
You can understand, of course, why Today Tonight has it in for Mercedes, because they have some very serious evidence backing up Jodie Power. Now, prepare yourself for these startling revelations from a Corby clan insider.
He says he was stunned when Jodie Power spoke out. He doesn't know her, but he does believe her.
A guy who's never met Jodie Power? Oh, you're gone, Corby.
Yes, it's impressive. But look, it's not who he is, but it's actually what that guy says that blows the whole case open.
I don't know too much about Mercedes, but the truth about Chappelle, it's the truth.
Tenuous is tenuous. But on top of all that hard evidence, they even put Jodie Power on a lie detector.
Yep, Today Tonight are always chaining someone to something.
But for Mercedes, a polygraph wasn't good enough. Oh no, they savaged her with the most foolproof lie detection process known to man. Reading the body language of someone through a TV screen when you can't actually see their body.
Well, to be fair, Andrew, body language can be actually revealing of what a person actually thinks.
Oh, yes.
Today Tonight.
Yes. Either way, here is the body language expert's conclusion.
She says it's lies, showing that she's not really on solid ground about what she's saying and believing what she's saying. Because when you're being honest and open about what you're saying and you believe it, you say it would be lies, as opposed to lies.
Yes, you see, she spoke like this. I mean, not only therefore is she a liar, so is this parrot.
Polly want a cracker? Polly want a cracker?
Jeez, if speaking in the upper register makes you a liar, I wouldn't trust much of what this woman's saying.
Just get the camera out of my face, will you?
Don't touch the cameras, please.
You just get out so I
No, really, we shouldn't mock the body language guy. It's not like he's full of shit.
Actually, now, Today Tonight aren't the only ones with body language experts.
Oh, no.
It's Jodie's sudden eye movements that Janet Hall says are the giveaway.
Oh.
You moved your eyes! Well, look, if moving your eyes is a problem, it really makes you wonder how sincere Sylvester Stallone was being when he told ACA how much he likes Australia.
And in Australia,
So after all that, what is the verdict? Well, they're both infuriating bogans.
Of course, the massive scandal in this whole thing was actually when Today Tonight lied to Mercedes so they could ambush her in this cafe, you know. But what really touched my heart was the reason TT pulled out at the last minute.
We didn't film anything with Mercedes because she had a baby with her. Any mother with a baby, of course, you don't film them.
A baby? A baby? Is that all it takes to avoid being beaten up by Today Tonight?
Yes, well, and we thought that information could come in very handy for the type of people Today Tonight usually target.
Hey, Muslim! Today Tonight's coming.
You need this baby now.
Good luck.
This lucky cat won't protect you. You need a baby.
They're coming. They're coming!
Hey, oblige! Catch!
Beware microbes! Helen Wellings is on the loose!
Save yourselves!
Yes. Of course, none of this tawdry nonsense would have happened in Naomi Robson's day. Oh, no. Losing Naomi at the helm of East Coast Today Tonight has been the biggest tragedy since Princess Diana. And to help Australians come to terms with their grief, we'd like to present this musical tribute.
Goodbye, plastic face. Though I never knew you at all, you had a voice as cold as hell. It made my skin crawl.
That's one way of putting it.
They thought this woman could work, but they couldn't locate your brain. They sat you on the news desk, and they made you be a name.
Day in, day out.
And it seems to me you lost your job and your talents in the bin. Making boyfriends who weren't drug dealers never was your thing. With a huge truck full of makeup to score a ratings hit, your ethics washed off long before your eyebrows ever did.
Coming up, Muslim youths hit out at life in Australia. They say they're treated as outcasts, and the rest of us are to blame.
Foreigners and kids, the toughest folks you ever framed. 7 created some dodgy polls, and great was the cash you made. The lizards on your neck, and now the peak of your career is dancing with the stars. You've been thrown out on your plastic arse, and it seems you try to live your life making cannibals your friends, but the auto cue couldn't help you fabricate your spin. And you would have liked to rescue that little Wawa kid, but the cannibals turned you out because you tasted just like shit.
Thank you for your company tonight, and until tomorrow, I hope you all have a great evening. Please take care.
I believe.
I believe in the power of the human spirit.
Stay open, not closed. Stay open, Australia.
I believe in this world. There's black and white.
And all shades of gray.
I believe in a twisted way of looking at things.
I believe
You shouldn't take things too seriously.
I believe there are way too many Americans on Channel 10.
The Ad Road Test, where we reenact scenarios from commercials to see if you get the same results in real life. And it seems other networks might have been stealing this idea, Andrew.
Well, yes, they have, and we're pointing the finger at you, Channel 9. They've started testing ads as well. For instance, here's that Understanding 50 ad we all know and hate. And here's Channel 9 recreating it to see if it works in real life.
Yes, to catch up, and I'm afraid the answer is it doesn't work in real life. Just as lame as the original ad. Yeah. But on to our first road test for the year. What are we looking at, Chazzy?
Look, there are a lot of crap ads to catch up on from the summer, but I thought we'd start with the new ad for Wendy's ice cream.
Hi, how you going? Hello. Could I have two? Want to be more popular than the other grandma, please? Sure.
Can I have one? The boss thinks I'm helping a lady out with her bags.
Yeah, sure.
Thanks.
One. I can't believe I finally found a man that likes shopping.
Well, look at that. A different flavour for every state of mind. No matter what you tell them, the Wendy's staff know exactly what ice cream flavour you're looking for.
They're very perceptive.
Well, they've all got masters in psychology. But does it work in real life? Let's find out.
I'd like a recently acquitted of urinating in a public place, please.
I'd like an I'm depressed and want to commit suicide. Got any of that one? You're not sure? What's that?
I'd like an I bear a bit of grudge against the entire human race. So...
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, right.
I'd like a, I've just had a threesome with two sisters. Have you got that?
Sorry.
You don't have a threesome?
Give you 3 scoops. Have you got, concern because I'm a woman trapped in a man's body? You don't have that one either?
No. They're not really standard Wendy's.
They're not the standard ones.
Can I get, I've got one of those button flyers that takes forever to do up. You got that? Have you got I've been to paradise, but I've never been to me? You find this? They got nothing.
They got nothing. They got no flavours at all. It's very limited range.
Is this on Funny's home videos or what?
Can I have a double unresolved sexual tension between us, if that's all right?
How about deeply suspicious about Kevin Rudd's leadership?
Have you got a kind of a ludicrously large bikey beard?
Yes, I do, but I can't give it to you.
Do you have overcome with feelings for Wendy's staff?
Can I get a I'm stuck in a one-joke sketch and don't know how to get out of it?
Yeah, I'd like that too.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Completely abysmal. You should go home, tear up those psychology degrees pronto.
I don't know, Chris. Is it too late to order Wendy's ads are full of crap?
I don't think so. Sadly, that is just about it for our first show back. Remember, though, if you have a suggestion for an ad road test or just want to drop us a line about Andrew's hair, feel free to hit us on the War guest book at abc.net.au/chaser.
And as always, you can podcast the entire episode by going to the same website or catch the repeat of the show on Friday nights after Late Line.
Right, that's the show hosted by ALP candidates.
Exactly. Until next week. Good night. Can I try these on? I've got socks though, it's alright, I can use them, no? I don't have anything on me, just pat me down.
No, I can see you don't have anything on you, but please don't go in.
Hey, you need a cocktail?
I've actually got a dress coat.
Yeah, no, I've got a collar and shoes.